Oh, this, and coming in, just so you know, this music for today is just royalty free, not get us kicked off the internet like the previous weeks have been getting pulled because these bitches won't let us play the Beatles or whatever.
Commie bastards.
Commie bastards. Speaking of
Facebook, if you're listening to this,
suck my toes.
you're a bunch of commie pinko bastards. Why don't you come here and we'll tell you to your face. Hey, Zuckerberg, good luck getting out of the parking
I'm
lot.
not perverted, I'm just Italian. What's up, KO? What's up, Jasmine Lewis? What's up, Kayla Parker? What's up, JJ?
Frank
Brooks is in.
Frank the Tank.
We
Don,
got 157.
Robert, how are you? It's what?
It's pretty light in here this morning.
It is light. I think people were up watching the future Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys last night.
Yep.
Get beat by the Cardinals. They're at
This is bad music.
They're
I'm gonna
really
be
at
honest.
the point. Yeah, I'm about to take a nap here, Ron.
I mean, it's not his fault.
This
He's
is
doing
like
his
a
best
lullaby.
effort. No, it's his best effort. It's just free. He's just trying not to get us kicked off the internet.
Oh, that's good.
To which I appreciate. Look, Spiro Speedy Melidones is coming in. 112. Let's just play our song. Yeah. Okay. Distretto coming in. Support your local caffeine dealer, and if your local caffeine dealer is Distretto, you're in good luck. Jasmine Lewis.
Larry Adams' better half is in. Julie. Taylor's watching.
You got a cigar to smoke?
Yeah, I got this. It's too pretty. I want to cut it while we're.
Okay, so Shop, we're gonna need you to get extra loud because we're kind of light today. We're not fully packed. Yeah. Let's pad the scores here a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see who I can see. Yeah, because I can't see you, so we need to fill in here. We're gonna do an old.
It's like the time I went to Vegas and I walked in the MGM Grand. They're like, "Hey, you want to go to a tennis match?" I went, "No." Here we have free tickets. It's on TV. We need to fill the stands.
Oh, good point. No.
And it ended up being like the finals, and it was a couple of very famous tennis players, and it was pretty impressive. Thank God Ray's here.
Oh, Ray's in. Did you look at the script?
No,
You didn't, idiot. That's not even messing around.
that's not even messing around.
3, 2. Boom. We're in.
Good morning,
Good morning, Frisco. What up, Shop?
man. This place is packed.
It is lit.
It is. I hope the fire marshal doesn't come in. Holy cow, is this place
It is.
rolling?
It's light this morning. Let's be honest.
It's a little thin.
So there's going to be a lot of effort on this side of the camera behind the, us.
Yeah.
I was going to say the stars of the show.
The
but let's be honest.
No.
This isn't a show, nor do we
This
have
is not a
stars.
star-ridden show.
Yeah, Brian.
No.
I'll tell you what, Brian McGee is.
He's
coming
a
in.
star.
That's a star.
He's a star.
Diamond top fan.
He
Let's
is.
let's talk about what's going to be on the show.
You want to? Okay.
For your first time, you want to?
Yeah, I'm reading this for the first time.
Okay. On today's show, we have
A ton back in stock. You're smoking cigars wrong unless you're doing this. Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
no. All right.
Can you smell
Can
what
you
you're
smell
smoking?
what you're smoking?
Can you smell? A lot of L's there.
Do it like The Rock.
Can you smell? Is that how he does it?
Sure. Yeah.
What you're smoking?
Good one. What's up, Pops?
Not much.
Saturday.
It's at the shop.
This is Saturday at the shop. If you are coming in, it means your Saturday is starting correct because this is our get together.
It is.
And we're gonna sit and smoke a cigar. And
Who are we and where are we?
we're Industrial Cigar Company.
And we're in Frisco, Texas, North Dallas, where all the parties happen.
That's exactly right. I saw Jeff Hogan, Crux. I saw he was in here. Jake Wyatt.
Jake Wyatt. And by the way,
And thank you to Jake Wyatt.
yes,
for-
actually, Jake Wyatt is the sponsor of today's show. Don't touch that.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
What?
So Jake Wyatt, they're going to be in actually for First Friday, and they're going to be like the sponsors for all of September. from what I understand.
Yep.
I don't know if they know that yet, but that's going to happen.
They know.
But
let's actually talk some good content afterwards. We'll go into events after you talk about the cigar you're about to smoke.
We could do that, but the whole reason that I waited to cut and light this cigar is because it is this the Jake Wyatt Perfecto. It's almost too pretty to cut, and it's almost too pretty to smoke.
Gregory Vatican.
But
what's happening?
Going to do it. I'm cutting this.
I'm
cutting it on a bias.
All the way to the band. What's up?
I'm not cutting it all the way to the band. And so I'm excited to smoke this morning with my Distretto coffee. And
can we just take a second and say thank you to Distretto Coffee? We were dragging ass, I'm going to be honest, up until about 5 minutes ago. But they brought in some of the barrel-aged cold brew, and it's hitting the spot. Mm-hmm. It is just the right amount of caffeine, 4,000 or 5,000 milligrams per cup, and it tastes like whiskey. And
it's like the most caffeine you can legally have in a cup of coffee
before you get to heroin.
Right? Like crack, heroin, Distretto, and then there's
and then
something
crux after that.
Yeah.
So events. Let's just hop into it because we have a lot of things on the horizon for us. Last week went very well with your birthday. That was a lot of planning rolling into it. When I was writing the script, I realized it was a pretty light week because we're getting kind of back on our feet after that.
Yeah.
But as we look forward, we have a few things coming up. One, first Friday, September. That's going to be Busy's his 50th, and Jake Wyatt will be in the house.
Yes.
Go forward, let's say about 8 days. That's going to take us to America AF. That's September 11th.
September 11th.
That's also our
4th anniversary.
So what we're going to do is a little block party with F1 firearms. It's going to be cigars and guns. We're going to have some music. We're going to have some barbecue. We're going to do it right. And it's just a come and go, 1 to 6. We'll have that set up. We'll call it an event, but we're just going to have a good time, enjoy, reflecting on some of the things that we've done. Fast forward, October 4th. I'm going a little hyperspeed right now, but it's important.
You missed some car shows in there and some other regular stuff, but keep going.
But that'll give us something to talk about.
Yeah, okay.
October 4th, we're getting to Hackfest. This is a golf tournament for the ages. It's one of my favorite things we've done.
It's by far. I mean, because obviously our family loves golf. We got a professional golfer in the family, but this is such the opposite of competitive golf with players sitting there going, I'm not going to go because I'm not very good
enough.
This tournament was invented for hackers.
You're exactly right.
We should call it Hackfest.
We did, and that's why we did it. And I'll tell you what, Edgar Hoyle set the trend last year for putting vendors in golf carts.
Yeah.
And just driving around handing out cigars and booze. So I think we're going to do that again this year. We're going to have a Mario Kart of cigar vendor event, attach balloons, bananas, whole deal.
Whole deal. I love the idea. We sent out notifications to get our vendors that wanted to participate in this event, because some have those that were in it last year were not going to miss it. Those that missed it said they weren't going to miss it, and that was obvious. We opened it up to 6 slots for our vendors to get into the deal from a cigar perspective, and then also 6 slots for alcohol, because let's face it, you need to stay hydrated.
Yeah, every 3 holes mathematically.
So it filled up in 2 hours and oversold. So we now will have 7 cigar vendors. And right now I know of 2, but we will fill up the spirits vendors quick.
It's going to be solid.
The hydration level will be outstanding.
Yep.
We've now had a couple of our manufacturers that have said, shit, I missed it. How can I participate? So they're going to actually be providing cigars and whatnot so that we can put them in the grab bags that are in the cart when they get there.
A whole bunch of whatnot. This is just golf and whatnot.
People walked out last year and said, A, I had no idea I was going to get this drunk. B, I had no idea I was going to get this many cigars.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we realized we didn't charge near enough.
No, and it's like trick or treat. And by the way, until August, I think it's on there as August 16th, The ticket prices are the same as they were last year. The prices will go up, I believe, at the end of next week. So hop in and get that. If you're thinking about it, don't wait on it. Go get it. Because it is like trick or treat of golf and cigars. And speaking of trick or treat, Halloween is October 30th, the Halloween party rather, Frankenstein Manor 5, which is cool to say. It's got a V in it. And that will be Comics and Heroes. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I've seen some of the secret little cigar projects that you're working on. Coolest thing ever.
And look, that is the secret kind of project is Jeff Hogan, Crux Cigars, and I'll put Casey in there too and Sandwich. I mean, look, the Crux guys, they're always going to be.
They're basically
number X in the books, number 1 in your heart.
They're
those
family.
Guys are. Yeah, I mean, they're truly family. And I sent, thanks to Ron, he let us just murder a whole bunch of these comic books. And all I'll say is comic books, Crux Cigars, come together, event-only cigar. Don't miss it. It's going to be a blast.
I will. Can I just say this?
Yes.
And it's not like Ron's sitting right there.
Yeah, he is.
But he has an alarming amount of comic books for a grown man. I'm concerned.
No.
What goes on and why does he always keep the garage locked? I just want to know what's going on in there.
He is a comic book.
He is a comic book. Look at that.
He is a rolling comic book.
That was even a comic book response to it.
Pow! He has shit just come over his head.
I'll tell you what, though. It's working out to be in all of our favors because when you see these cigars and how they turned out, badass. So don't miss the Halloween party. If you're going to fly in, I'm talking to you, Grizz, from the other side of the pond. If you're going to fly in for anything, come in for the Halloween parties.
Can I just say, let me just, I'm going to slam on the brakes with both feet. And just, one of the things that my children did for me for my birthday.
Children.
My children. What my children did is they. JJ's back there going, okay, now I understand what you're talking about.
All right, children.
Okay. So my children, they gave me and my wife tickets to fly into and out of Zurich with about 20 days in the middle. So we're going to Europe. And part of my plan, Grizz, is to end up in London.
Oh, are you? You want to go up to London?
I got to do the Beatles thing. The Beatles thing. And once you get to Paris, they have like a high-speed bullet train that apparently goes under the channel and pops out on the other side.
I'm so happy to see just your wheels are turning because I just want to give you an idea. We all know Pops gives more than he receives, and if you want to talk about someone who is uncomfortable to receive a gift,
no idea.
Larry Adams
has an idea.
I haven't asked about it because I've been so nervous that you actually still are trying to find your way out of this.
He's
like, I can't accept it.
Both feet in.
But it sounds like you've got an idea of
I have
where
Google.
I have
one of my tabs on my screen is Google Earth, and I just have it I'm just like that. We can go from here to there. It's only that far. Shit.
He could take you to smoke a cigar in a castle. He smokes cigars at castles all the time.
I want to do that.
Oh, yeah. Man. That would be badass. Good morning, everyone who's joining us Saturday at the shop. Thank you for taking your time joining us. So Bigote's Garage Art is asking, I think, about the golf tournament. That is not already sold out. It's one of the vendor spots.
Yeah, the vendor spots are the... and the spirits guys are going to be lining up and stacking up.
Dustin, throwing a warning out, Queen Bee walking in the door. Be ready. Here comes the Queen Bee. Dun, dun, dun. No, hold it.
We're not ready for you yet.
I thought you were asking me to come in.
No, this is just
no, Ryan, stay out. By the way, that's how you do that.
Did you see that?
What?
Did you see how that happened?
What happened?
When somebody walks into frame, how you get them out of the frame?
What do you say?
I'm saying when...
We're still filming, so stage right. Stay right.
Stay right, stage right.
Be ready because Queen Bee is hopping on for some hot topics. No, that was a great show, and we'll have her talk about that here in a second. But let's talk about something that hasn't been in the building for a while, shall we?
Yes.
We got some cigars back this week, ojalá, and that's, God forbid. But right here, you may not be able to see this because of the shimmer and the glimmer here. Tabernacles back in stock. Ty, did you hear that?
Tabernacles are back in stock. The Pennsylvania broadleaf that is on that cigar is so scarce that our own friend Brian McGee from Crown Heads will only have one cigar this year that has Pennsylvania broadleaf on it, and it's a limited edition. That's how this stuff is so
if you
scarce.
if you see vacancies in Ligas and Tabernacles in the big full stuff, time to start smoking down a level. And start enjoying some of that.
We did bring in another. We brought in another cigar from that line that I smoked last night. Cardinal Sin broke the rule. From Foundation, they have a high end line, which is kind of hard to say. Foundation has a high end line when it's all high end product. But they make a product called the Highclere Castle.
That is a good mother sucker.
This is the Highclere Castle Churchill, which Reg might as well just buy a box right now because he loves Churchills and he's going to love this cigar. But it's not a tabernacle experience. It's smoother. It's creamier. It's a very elegant cigar. This is the Maduro, which has done very, very well in all the different reviews and top 25s and whatnot. So Highclere Castle is on the shelf, sitting next to a cluster of tabernacles until our friend Will comes in and buys them all.
Ooh, we got Dusty Robert coming in. Happy Saturday from Nebraska. Introducing the girlfriend of Saturdays at the shop today. Well, you want to throw a little Nebraska?
Who is that?
That's Dusty. That's Dusty. You want to give Dusty's girlfriend a little good morning in Nebraskan?
Can we just hold just a second? Dusty's got a girlfriend?
I know.
Okay,
let's keep rolling here.
Miracles.
You might need to talk in the robot voice so she understands.
Okay.
Sorry, Dusty.
So this is to your girlfriend. Good day, mate. Right there in Nebraska, just like that. It just sounds
like
just
you
like.
Still had like
so if you are coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, like my niece did, she came in last night and surprised us.
You want to throw her a little face-to-face good day, mate there?
Good day, miss.
And back to your left, he moved from Chicago, Cameron.
Hey, what's going on over there, Jay? Go. I call him Jay. Good day, mate.
Jay. All right, what's up?
It's Jay, Joey,
Cameron,
Jack, Joey, and Jake.
Wow. All of Chicago names.
That's the only name people have in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he changed his name when he moved here.
Joey
Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Hey, Joey Bag of Donuts over here.
That's
not New Jersey.
Let's keep moving, shall we?
Speaking of sex machines.
Fish. Ooh, damn. Wow. Give it a twirl, Fish. Damn. Easy. My mom's over here. Be careful. All right. All right. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Right in front of her own husband. Jesus Lord.
Brian McGee's in. Brian Lawson's in.
Everybody's in.
Oh.
Everybody's in.
That's it. Hey, if you're watching this and you're on Facebook, give it a share. Give it a share. Let's talk here for a second. Nerdy cigar talk and shit about education and learning things. Shall we?
That sounds like a segment.
And the
segment, I can't remember it, and it's called retrohaling.
It is. And it's, if this goes to the first line we had, which is, you're smoking cigars wrong if you're not doing this, which is retrohaling.
Which is retrohaling.
Talk about it.
So what do you know about retrohaling? Well, retrohaling.
Rodney Smith can't do it.
I can tell you that for a fact. Dave, he wants to know if that's a chicken on my cap.
It's a cock.
It's a cock.
Bocock.
Bocock Brothers. Just to complete the sentence.
On his head.
What size?
Big. It's
large.
average size.
Okay, so were we still talking about retrohaling?
I've been talking about. I'm trying to. That's a good link.
Yeah.
Let's keep talking about cigars here.
So, can we just talk about cigars and education for 1 second? The real way, in order to taste the notes, because that's one of the things on Cigar Newbies that people constantly ask, how do I learn the notes? Well, here's the thing. Your tongue, your palate, basically feels things. It picks up salt, it picks up sweetness, it picks up sour, it picks up bitter, all of that on the front, sides, and back. And then it's got this area called umami, and that is just going to give you some random flavors. But it's not until the actual air goes through your nose where you can actually identify with the sensors that are connected to your brain that tells you what you're either eating or drinking or whatever the case may be. It's actually a cluster of nerves that sit, the olfactory nerves that sit on the top of your sinuses. So in order to really taste a cigar, what you need to do is be able to retrohale it. Now, pros and cons. Pros, I get a chance to taste the cigar. Cons, if the cigar is too strong, it does what?
It kicks you in the bocock.
It kicks you right in the bocock hat.
But bococks are not very strong in the retro.
No, they're not.
Say, pretty smooth.
But you're smoking. Last night I smoked a Partagas 160 and the Jake Wyatt. The
These
Jake
are-
Wyatt's actually blended to retrohale, and what I mean by that is this cigar, when I pull it in, rating cigars 1 to 10 is a 5 or a 6. They have a cigar, the Herbert Spencer, that when you pull that in, it tells your brain strength-wise it's about a 6 or 7. The retrohale's a 1.
It's so smooth, and there's just no, particularly when we're blind, when we're kind of blinding each other on cigars, the retrohale gives us a good idea from where that tobacco is from generally. You'll know generally with Nicaraguan tobacco on the retrohale, you'll get more pepper. It will light you up. You'll feel it more. Whereas some Dominican Honduran will usually dance around and it'll be a little bit smoother.
Sure. So this cigar here, the basic concept, if you're just going to get into retrohaling, is a couple things that you want to concentrate on. One, you're going to feel a certain level of intensity on your palate, but when you retrohale, the volume on your palate increases dramatically, instantly. And secondly, if you're just getting started with it, just retrohale the last 5 or 10% of the smoke. Go ahead and release the majority of that smoke.
Yep.
Let that smoke cool a little bit, and then just release that last 5 or 10% through your nose. But
It's
there are some
amazing
people
the
that
difference.
do the whole thing.
I think we've got Juan Carlos coming in. I think he's in Mexico City. I think he's a Casa Torrent guy. You want to toss him a little bon dia?
Hola, is that what it is? Is that? I'm not even gonna. I don't want you to tell me how to say good
go
day,
ahead.
mate.
No.
Good day, mate.
There it is. That's
Did you
exactly
hear
how
I
you
went,
say
good
it.
day, good day. I had like,
You know how you?
yeah, I had that.
So if you
Yeah.
say like the difference for Mexico City is you go like good day, mate, and then when you do it, you just say, what ingredient goes in a quesadilla,
queso,
right?
yeah,
You know how you have to order quesadillas in Mexico City?
tortilla with cheese.
No, you have to say quesadilla with cheese. They don't
Well,
put
that's-
cheese in quesadillas.
That's just like ordering a hamburger with a meat burger.
That's like an
patty.
impossible burger. We know what you're doing. It's fake meat. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's going to give you cancer for sure. So, bon dia to you down there.
Bon dia, whatever that means.
I think that's to your mama. Your mama's coming in today, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be throwing bon dias
yeah.
all over the place. All right, let's keep moving.
All right. So anyway, retrohale, and one of the things that you're going to get when we do the Jake Wyatt event
Yep.
next month is going to be a lot of retrohaling.
Tons of flavor. Let's move to his segment. This is the first time we put him on camera, but we've spoken about him so many times ever since he had his child. Well, his wife had his child,
Yeah,
let's be honest.
She did the heavy lifting.
But he's a new ICC family member.
Yep.
Many people have met him already, but I think it's a good opportunity for everyone to meet him on the interwebs.
Yep.
And
Yep,
we
I
need to
agree.
he goes by Cameron, sometimes
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
But we need a quick update because this is what it looks like. Oh, he's Tommy Chong, huh? All right. He goes by. You see it now?
Yeah,
You
I
the
see it
Chong?
now.
Let's bring him in. Everyone give it up for Cameron for How's Your Baby? Hey! Come on into the hot seat, Ma.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, what's up?
Not much.
He does
Nice
look
to
like
be
Tommy
here.
Chung. On this, he looks like he should just be like,
Hey, I could be called worse things, so I'll take it.
There we go. So Cameron, you've been in Texas for a month-ish?
Yeah, I got here at the beginning of June, so a little bit more than a month.
And you've been with ICC probably, what?
most of your life
Most
in
of
Texas.
Yeah,
Most of my Texas life.
that's what I'm talking about. And you've got probably the coolest name of any baby born in this month.
Thank you.
It's Winthorpe, right?
Wingrove.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna call him Winthorpe.
That-
Windgrove.
Yeah, it's Wingrove.
Wingrove.
And there's a cool story behind it, right?
It's my father-in-law's middle name and then his grandfather's middle name, which he went by Wingrove.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Wow.
And even my father-in-law called him Winthrop one time.
Winthrop?
And it's his middle name, so it happens.
That's pretty. That's
How are you adapting to fatherhood here with no sleep?
It's, we're getting better at it. It's pretty exhausting at first, but you guys have been super accommodating and working with my
why
schedule
letting you
and
sleep
everything.
while you're here working.
Yeah. I'll doze off in the corner for a little bit and pop back to life.
It's the least we can do. We all know. We know the
But
struggle.
Yeah.
Baby's doing good, wife's doing good, he's growing, and I really wanted to give a shout out to a couple people, Ron over here and Larry and Julie Adams from Missouri.
LaGrange, Missouri.
You guys have been such a blessing. You guys blessed us with a couple gifts, and then every day I'm here, members are asking how he's doing and stuff, and it's really encouraging, and it's an awesome atmosphere to be a part of.
Well, I'm glad
Awesome.
to hear that. I mean, that's brilliant. As far as since your first day here, what would you say is maybe the biggest takeaway of what you have of your ICC experience?
That community, obviously, and even people coming in for the first time will say it's a unique place. It's a different experience. You guys are set apart from pretty much everybody else, and this kind of environment's hard to find. And I really appreciate the community you guys have here.
Well,
That's awesome.
Welcome to the family, man. We're proud to have you a part of it. We look
Thank
forward to having you as part of the family for a long time. And
Thank you.
And
As you know, I'm as old as tree bark now. So, can we come up with another name for your kid so I can remember it?
it took him.
W.
Ooh.
Done. I can remember that.
W. There we go. Well, Cameron, for those of you who don't know Cameron yet, now you do. And we just appreciate you being a part of this incredible place.
Thank
Yes.
you. I appreciate it.
Everyone, give it up for Cameron!
I'll tell you what. At least the crowd that we do have is in it.
I like the energy.
In
I
it
like
to
what's
win it.
happening back here. I'm
Yes.
talking to you, Rob. I'm talking to you.
So we got Doug Arnold is in. Of course, McGee is in. He's probably prepping his meat
Yeah, big
today
meat
because it's
guy.
a big weekend with the meat. So, so appreciate you guys coming in. Marty Upton, everybody. We are Industrial Cigar Company, and we are in Frisco, Texas. For those of you that are just joining us for this tomfoolery that happens every week on Saturday, dead nuts on. Set your clock by 10:10.
Close-ish. Just
something
go ahead and
that.
do like 10:16. 10:16
Just to
means
be
the
safe.
timer has gone away pretty much, and
If you set your alarm to wake up at 10 in the morning, you're not going to miss a minute.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Let's roll in. I like the whole guest atmosphere here. I think it adds a certain spice to it. Do you want me to leave so you can go through the?
We could just put her right here.
You know
and
what?
watch
Let's
us-
do that. Let's do
watch
that.
us have equal
Next
embarrassment.
guest, give it up for the Queen Bee.
Yeah.
So-
What's up, Queen Bee?
Nothing. What are you guys up?
Look at this. You've got Distretto in the cup.
Thank you, Distretto Coffee, for my decaf.
She drove here, and I didn't realize how far it was away where they're at. When we came back from the racetrack that day,
Yeah.
I'm like, they drive here every Saturday and bring us this
Is
stuff?
this Aubrey up here? Yeah.
That's Aubrey. The Aubrey, yeah, the sign for Aubrey. And it was like, so they brought out just a little pouch just for her of decaf.
Aw,
They're
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you
I tell
so
you what,
much.
Distretto is
Thank you,
best of the
guys.
best.
It's great people and it's a great product. They have there's only success on their future.
Speaking of only success in the future, I think the Size Matters podcast is quickly going to eclipse our
It's
little
gonna
dick around
murder.
zone.
It's gonna murder us.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't say it like that with that look on your face. Of course.
Of course
It was
is.
a great show up until Ryan, when he got on there, he did a
Yeah.
good job of just dive bombing that. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you if you're watching. But what a cool format.
It was a lot of fun. Nikki was awesome as my co-host, and yeah, looking forward to next Thursday,
So it's every Thursday,
8 p.m.
8 p.m. and that is Links, ladies. And you're gonna go again with Nikki. You'll kind of have a revolving co-host.
Yep. So it'll be Nikki again this Thursday, and then I've got Keisha Claus coming in with her gun experience. It's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be. I love the whole concept behind it, because when we sit and talk cigars, it's guys talking cigars.
Right.
And then when you sit and talk cigars and life, it's just all of a sudden it's Oh,
Well,
cigars are a ladies' thing.
It's the cool thing is they jump right in and say, we're newbies. And I think
Right.
instantly everybody feels comfortable because at some stage they're newbies.
Yep.
We desire to answer your questions, and these guys have the desire to learn. So I think that, and everybody gets to kind of learn with them, and I think it's
Look
going to
at
be
this.
fantastic.
Principal, first off, we've got Black Star Line Cigars. I think they were in the building yesterday. What's happening, fellas? And then Darren coming in. Good morning, Darren, to you. Where's the sign-up sheet for the co-host?
All right.
He watched it on Facebook, and I didn't even know he had a Facebook.
No,
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks,
no.
Darren.
Darren Jaffe, owner of Principal Cigars.
I was smoking,
And
Angelique.
Angelique, and because she was smoking Angelique, somebody went online from Missouri and bought some Angeliques. So we shipped them out this week. So, no, I think the show is going to be fantastic, and over time, it's going to just blow up.
I mean, if you look at the fact that that was your first show, it was so much better than our first years of shows, and probably even today. It's better than everything
Lot
we've
better,
done.
yeah.
I mean, we just kind of sit around and dink around, but you actually have good content.
Is this hat big enough for my ego?
No, I'm trying to
No.
fill your head up
No, I'm
and
just kidding.
Andrew's head up to a point where you can't get in the building, and then it's ours to run this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so give us some topics you want us to talk about. My niece from Chicago, she wants me to do a segment with all her college girls.
Oh,
Oh,
boy, that's
boy.
gonna get dirty real
That's going to fall. That's not even going to start on the rails.
fast. You know what? We should just have that in parentheses if it's gonna be an on the rails show or an off the rails show, so
There
we
you
know
go.
whether your
Have the
kids can watch or
explicit
not.
language,
So
little
what,
warning.
so what would the title be for the college girls?
Gone Wild. He's still got VHSs in the
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
next to all his comics. He's
I
got a whole box
guarantee
of
it.
VHSs.
All part of the thing he's got going on in the.
Did you hear the warm-up music he put on here?
Yeah.
That's straight from his iPad there.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would it be? If size matters.
I don't know. This isn't the time for creative work.
Yeah, we'll move forward. I
No,
think-
we're looking forward. It's just a really fun show. Little education on cigars for ladies. Yeah, we are newbies, and yeah.
Pit
so
stop.
it's just. What'd you say?
Pit stop.
Oh,
Oh,
He's
thanks,
literally
Ron.
spilling
and
the
Ron's,
cold.
and Ron's gonna tag in here too because we're gonna bring him in for the first time
Oh,
to be on
awesome.
this side.
Yeah.
okay.
So thank you. I mean, honestly, I'm very, very excited to see the direction of it. It's the right thing,
awesome.
and Queen Bee is just the boss.
So Dustin is
Thank
saying
you,
cigar
Ron.
accessories for an evening out. That's a really good idea.
Girls Gone Wild.
Julie wants to go Girls Gone Wild.
And her husband says yes.
Yes.
No, he says yes, honey.
Yeah.
And then KO comes in right on time.
Yeah, of course.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
He was like, "What the hell's happening? What did I miss?"
Cuts. What up, Cuts? We got him coming.
Cuts. My
Oh
man.
my God. Awesome.
Well,
all right, guys.
thank
Hazing,
you.
Hazing 101. Sean
That's
Rats.
it. Let's tap in. We need
All
to
right.
bring in. Thank you, Queen Bee.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Ron Hancock. Go quick until it runs out. We're gonna act like, yep, there we go. And that was all for you,
It was
Ron.
like it was all planned.
Hey,
What's up?
what's up? What's up? All right, here we go. Buckle up. Welcome to Hot Seat for the first time ever.
Thank you very much.
Is it as uncomfortable as it looks?
Absolutely.
Good. That's exactly how we want our guests. We want us to be in control. You know what I'm saying? It's a control thing.
It is a control thing. I understand.
So usually Ron is the guy that makes sure that the shows start 100% flawless on time without dropping anything or ripping anything off of tables.
Yeah, he's
or anything
hey,
like
listen,
that.
it's been a long time since I knocked over anything, and now I've just jinxed it.
No, you did.
Yeah.
No, you did. And you're with Tales from the Lounge.
Yes, yes.
And I did preface this a little bit, and hopefully you had time to brainstorm. But it's Tales from the Lounge, so I wanted to hear a tale from the lounge that he's picked up that people who may be on the outside could pick up and go, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to check out a lounge.
yeah.
Well, you know, the story I want to tell is really just the very first experience I ever had in a lounge. And it wasn't actually cigars that I was smoking, it was a pipe. And I had never smoked before, but I'd had a bad day and I'd always wanted to smoke a pipe because I thought it'd be cool to
collect the pipes and everything, because I collect a whole bunch of different stuff. But also, I love the smell of the tobacco.
Right.
So I went, bought a pipe and some tobacco, and they had a little lounge in the back, and it was fairly late. But I go back there, and I'm trying to figure out how all the stuff works. And within no time, I'm sitting there chatting with a guy. They're sharing their bourbon, and I'm like, this is relaxing, and this is the community that I want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the people that I need to be with. And then when I discovered this place by accident, and y'all had only been open a couple of weeks,
Yep.
and I said, and this is where I'm going to be home.
Yep. And it has been home. And for those who don't know, you wouldn't know unless you're here, because 8:30, 8:45 on a Saturday morning, Ron is here helping clean some chairs or do last minute things or wipe down ashtray. I mean, since the beginning, you have been the guy that shows up, you help clean up, you bring breakfast tacos without fail. You are a staple to this lounge, and you have a staple saying.
It's another beautiful day in paradise.
And it's a
There
great
it is.
reminder that ICC is a beautiful day in paradise.
And I jokingly said the other day that I was going to change up my catchphrase, and
What?
somebody went crazy and said, listen, you're the stability around here.
Yeah.
I need to be able to say, hey, Ron, how are you doing? And I need to hear that. If you change it up, you'll just throw everything into chaos.
You're gonna throw it off, so don't mess it up. Now you have your own
And
show.
definitely don't say terrible, because that's already taken.
That's already taken.
Yeah, it's
There's
taken.
already a
There's
lounge
already a
here
lounge in
that
town
the-
that the owner
How's
does
it
that.
going? Terrible. Worst day
Terrible.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst day ever.
Do you know how many people have sympathy for a cigar lounge owner that can't enjoy his job?
It's 0.00. We did the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
in
did
fact,
the math.
in fact, I heard
That's
that
cigar math.
they actually tried to divide by 0, and it blew up. So
Yeah, so no math allowed in this
Yeah,
place. Just
no
paradise.
math. Math is
No,
hard.
so for those who do not follow Tales from the Lounge, do yourself a favor, hop over every
Him
Wednesday.
and Chris.
Yeah.
Chris are on there, and sometimes I just leave the mute. I just leave it on mute and just watch how many times they drink.
Oh, it's like a drinking game
it's watching
to watch
a,
them
it's,
drink.
it's,
Yeah.
it's watching a drinking game.
Yeah.
It's basically what
But
it
they
is.
also smoke cigars and do really good research and bring great. If you want to dive in, chew cigars, watch this. If you want to just kind of dabble and watch a couple of guys live their dream and smack each other around, watch this show.
Watch
That's
this.
But
right.
watch them both. It's a good balance. is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to
Exactly.
say.
What are you gonna do?
JP, that's not who we're talking about. We have nothing but respect for our partners that are down the road. To each their own. Let's move on, shall we?
But yeah, catch Tales from the Lounge Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do
What's
Tales
up,
from the
Monty?
Lounge Cigar Company Spotlight, and we'll either do a spotlight on a cigar company, talk about how they got started, who owns them, their history, and that type of thing. Or we will have a guest on, and they will talk about how they got involved with cigars, and we just have a good time.
It's a good show.
We sit around, drink and smoke cigars. What more can you ask for?
Nothing. Sounds like paradise to me. So, Paradise, thank you for everything you do for us. Always, always.
And thanks
It's-
for letting me just show up.
Oh, yeah, no, please. Thank you. And we give it up for Ron Haycock! I was, you know what? I think timing-wise, let's finish with a little what's hot, what's not, shall we?
Little what's hot,
Or
little
you want
what's
to
not.
preview that real quick?
Well, yeah, there's, when we were at the trade show last month, guys, last month already, we were at the trade show last month, we saw a lot of new limited edition product that was going to start trickling in. Very, very excited as some of this stuff is going to start rolling in at the end of August. One I'm really excited about, Brian McGee made me think of it, Crown Heads, Las Calaveras, annual release. They come in at the end of the month.
That's a yellow band.
I just can't wait. That's going to be really, really good. And we have the first, really kind of the first entrant to the LE space between now and the end of the year, and that is this cigar that's done by Espinosa, and it's called Sensei Sensational Sarsaparilla. So basically what they're shooting for with this branding was to make sure it would not fit on a hat or a coffee mug or a golf ball. So, branding 101.
Yeah. Make it easy to pronounce, fit, and remember.
Yeah. But it does, say that. It does kind of just flow off the tongue.
I like the sensational sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
I can just pick, all I think of with sarsaparilla is in The Big Lebowski when Elliot is sitting at the deal and he's got a big old mustache and he talks about the dude and he says, I'll have a sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever heard that. I don't really know what it is.
It's kind of like root beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this cigar was done for Cigar Dojo, and it comes in a 10-count box. Our friend Brian Burnett was the one that said, please bring these in. I'll take 2 boxes. So we have a few more extra boxes. I have not tried it yet. It just arrived yesterday. Somebody has tried it because it's out of the box. But they are in stock.
Now.
The first of several. They also have a La Bamba number 7 coming in that I'm sure will make your head explode if you like strength. And
before you do that, Cuts asked a very valuable question that I think is good. Oh, hey, look, Burnett's in. That's perfect timing. We've got your boxes for you.
Yeah, we got your boxes.
So as we roll into it, Cuts asked, let's all talk honestly about what we think about the $100 Davidoff.
Well,
or any $100
I guess
cigar.
is their $500 cigar 5 times better than their $100 cigar?
And is there a $100 cigar 4 times better than an Atabey?
Mathematically speaking, no.
That's just
actually speaking, no. In my opinion, because we have to state in my opinion, we can't make a global statement that Atabeys are better.
Right. You can.
But no, I think there are some cigars out there that are pretty crazy priced. Davidoff does have a cigar that's $500.
That's the Oro.
The Oro Blanco, claim to fame 12-year-old tobacco. We've got cigars.
I think the Crux Engañoso wrapper is 17.
17 years old, and it's $12.
And I think the House 2, the Rebar Lancero is 16.
16.
And the
It's
Brindille,
$13.
the Brindille has a 17-year-old Banao binder.
Yeah, rare, very rare.
Yeah, 15.
$15. Yeah. So as we do the math, I think Cuts
ain't going to check. Yeah, he's just backing us up here.
Yeah.
All facts. So
all facts.
To each their own. If that's what you enjoy.
Hey, look, if you want to
ball
smoke, I guess people can do what they want with cigars and pay what they want.
Yep.
We know that Bill Clinton was buying the $1,000 Gurkhas, and I don't know where they went or what they did, but he was buying them by the box.
Really?
Yep.
That seems like taxpayer money was funding that.
I'm sure it was, they probably put it down as filled up the limos.
Yeah.
Just ran it through as a gas receipt.
Yep.
Let's get to the now famous segment. What's hot? What's not?
Snap, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. Top 10 of the week. Let's roll. What is it?
Well, these came in yesterday, and they went yesterday.
Okay.
The Atabey Idolos.
Okay, makes
That
sense.
was
In and out.
that was an in and out. But I'll tell you what is on.
Cut said he'll fight Bill Clinton right now. Bill's watching on Facebook. Hop over to Facebook and let him know.
Yeah. The cigar that is on fire, literally in your mouth as we speak, the Partagas 160. Look, I never thought we would see it again. We got in 18 boxes. We have 4 left in 10 days. That's how many are gone.
Yeah. But the overall cigar, it just smokes well above and beyond what you. That's 19. Non-member price is 19.23, somewhere in there.
I received a text last night from a particular member that said we're not charging enough. Now, I'm not going to gouge somebody just because we could. It's just not the way we're wired. But the Partagas 160s, get them while you got them. I'm very excited. The national sales manager for that group that heads Partagas will be in on Wednesday, at which point I will grovel and beg for more.
You see Larry's comment? He obviously knows cigars. Did he get his free Gurkha knife? If you buy a Gurkha, you're going to get 17 backpacks.
Yeah, you get a
3 pairs of
backpack, you get
koozies.
knives, you get those things so that you can scale down a rock wall.
You can get back scratchers.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
It's got them all.
It's got to grab it. The whole thing.
It's got them all. What doesn't surprise me is what continues to, is permanently on the list is the Accomplice White Label. The reason that most of the name brand lines that you guys see in these other shops are not in our shop is because of that one cigar. I double dog dare you to bring in any Perdomo, any Rocky, any of those, and let's sit down and A/B it.
Yeah.
Double dog dare
Yeah.
you.
Blind it.
Bandoleros are still on fire. Bandoleros are on fire. The Patoro XO Robusto Extra.
I cannot wait to smoke this. I'm smoking that after this.
Holy shitballs is that thing
Okay,
good.
that's all the more
That's
talk
all
we
I need to say. Bocock, Connecticut,
Staying up in the top
on
10.
fire, and Pichardo, Connecticut. What we're seeing is this trend for really tasty Connecticut cigars, and we it started and it stayed with Crux Epicure, but the Pichardo, Connecticut, the Bocock Brothers, Connecticut, are just outstanding cigars, and it gives you kind of a break on your palate. Crux, or the DC 919, DC continues to kill it. I was just restocking the shelves. I got to order more. He just delivered stuff last Thursday.
I'll tell you,
It's-
Definition Cigars
Definition's
is
doing
such an
so
advantage
good.
too, because the guys who own it are just great characters, and you can be sitting smoking a cigar, and next thing you know, a guy comes and sits down, has the same cigar, and then you find out that it's him and it's his company. I think there's such added value to be able to smoke a cigar with the owner.
There is. Jamond is a wonderful guy. He's here. He usually pops in on Wednesday nights, and just it's great. And then, of no surprise, the Crux Du Connoisseur. All of them are doing well. The Corona Gorda and the Lancero are my two favorites. But man, that is such a good cigar. So,
Kudos to Crux, because they are just producing some of the most consistent cigars I've ever seen.
consistency is so important right now because we're seeing a lot of manufacturers are hopping to a lot of brands are hopping to new manufacturers.
Yep.
And they start to bounce around. Because what'll happen is a manufacturer can't produce enough product. So they go out and shop it while they're in town in the Dominican or Honduras or wherever. And they'll find somebody that says, yeah, we can do it and we can make it. There might be a reason why.
Yep.
So we're seeing some consistency changes, but Crux just keeps on plugging.
Continuously. And
now,
you know what the
stay with
difference is?
Placencia.
You know what the difference is? It's you have to have your finger on the pulse. You have to take care of the factory. You have to take care of the workers, and you have to be there to spot check.
Yep.
And that's what they do. It's completely different than certain brands we've seen that are just gringos with a checkbook that go and buy their cigars and they come home
and hope
they
that
go
it's
down
good.
there, which is a flight from Minneapolis to Miami, Miami to Managua, and then a 2.5-hour drive on a pretty sketchy road.
Yep.
That you get shaken down by some armed militia. It actually happened to us.
Yep.
Up to Esteli, and you got to be there. That is an 18-hour trip to go check to make sure your cigars are
Make
right,
sure-
and it pays off.
It's a commitment to excellence, and that's why the line does so well here.
Daniel Himmel, exactly. That's the Ducon is something that he's
It's-
on. That's the perfect cigar for his palate, I think.
It's good. Now, one of the things that I am very excited about
Yep.
is pipes. I have never smoked a pipe. My love for cigars came because I used to climb up when I was a little kid, smell my grandpa's pipe sitting on his table. So we never got into pipes because we don't know pipes. Tyler and Ted they know more about pipes than we know about cigars. I guarantee you that. And these guys are going to get us in the pipe business, but more importantly, educate all of us how to properly use a pipe and what to look for. So we've bought an assortment of pipes that are going to be in that kind of $60 to $150 range. I've seen pipes that are $7,000, so I doubt that we're going to be there. But more importantly, we've bought kits, and we're going to do a series of Pipe 101s.
Yep.
Where for a small amount of money, maybe $30, You'll get an actual corncob pipe, 5 different tobaccos, the tools, the lighter, everything that you need in order to have the experience. And then these guys are going to show us how to properly smoke it, what to expect, the different tobaccos.
Yep.
I am
And
so excited.
Here's what I really enjoy as well, is this isn't us just, we'll try pipe. We're going to walk before we run on this. But having true experts help teach us, one, it allows us to become newbies again and really dive into it.
I think that's what I'm the
exciting.
most excited about, is to learn something new.
And on top of that, every other pipe, and they share the frustration, everywhere that's selling pipes is just selling basically their blends and all the cherry and vanilla and all the bullshit, which to us as cigar guys would be, imagine going to a cigar lounge and all they had were acids in there.
Right.
That frustration would really, I think, stack up. Well, the beauty is they've put us into the right way to find the right vintage tobacco, the right just amazing blends that are more stable, that are not just all infused up. They're just very, very nice.
This assortment has been picked by these guys, and the thing I like is that it comes in tins. It's 1.5 ounce tins. There's some 3 ounce tins. There's some 7 ounce tins. The pricing is it's really a much lower cost to smoke a pipe than it is to smoke cigars.
And actually,
it's a different experience.
Datus has a question there. It says, when will Ted and Tyler be educating us? Actually, Ted sent over all of the 101. So this week I'm going to be putting that into a little bit of creative.
Yep.
Then we'll have them actually do a live that I'll produce, and there'll be some flyovers for an actual filmed 101, and then we'll do some in person. So look, within the next couple weeks, look out for some education coming through.
Really excited about that. Also really excited about a video that we're going to put together. We're going to be introducing some new accessories, unique accessories for cutting cigars, and it gave us really the idea that when you think there's a straight cut and a V cut, and maybe a punch, you're thinking about 3 different ways to cut a cigar. We want to be able to show about 7 different ways that you're going to be able to cut a cigar, and we're going to shoot it in video. But we've got the release. We've just brought in some product from overseas.
They're beautiful.
We
shot them. They're beautiful.
Look, we want to release it all at one time, but we got some stuff that is handmade in France that is ridiculous. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm excited.
So we're going to launch all this stuff. We're going to talk about the 7 ways to cut a cigar, and put that in a piece that can live on newbies and can live on ICC. But it's going to be fun. But we'll also be releasing this new product.
Yeah. So look for that. A lot of great things on the horizon. We have events up, so go to our website, Facebook, Eventbrite.
Call your friends, get in the golf tournament stat.
Now, just go and reserve your spaces for these, because the way that we have this set up is all of our recent events have been full, and we just can't open anything afterwards.
Right.
So
and
go do it.
We know Cuts is going to be down here from Ohio, and he's going to be driving around with that guy. Collective blood alcohol level.
Working on my material, right?
Collective blood alcohol level will be at record
Crocodile
levels.
by the pond, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be Ty Crute up there. No, thank you everyone for taking the time to join us this Saturday morning. Come into the shop, see this incredible community, and
we got football all weekend, preseason football, which preseason football is still better than regular season baseball as far as I'm concerned.
Better than
playoffs. But come in and do that, and then watch us on Tuesday night for Cigar Talk, and then Thursday night for Size Matters. Take you off in another direction, and we'll just have nothing but fun all week.
We're just growing, having fun. We appreciate you being a part of it.